Congratulations to the class of 2024. You guys have managed to gain acceptance and matriculate to medical school, even with a pandemic raging. That is an amazing accomplishment, and I hope you guys are super proud of yourselves. So for many of you, you may have had your first week or your first month, or maybe you didn't start yet. All medical schools do things differently, so this is just general advice to make the transition smoother. Okay, so my first bit of universal advice. If you have no other furniture, at least get a comfortable bed. I don't care if you don't have anything else in your apartment. You need to have a good bed. Sleep is so important, and quality sleep for your first year can make a very big difference in the way you function. Try to get to bed the same time every day and try to wake up around the same time, and make sure you're getting at least 6 hours of sleep. I know this sounds silly, but you're going to need this advice when you start approaching exams. Life does not stop just because you are in medical school. So be mentally prepared to deal with situations that you thought maybe you didn't have to deal with. That could be financial issues, things that cost money that you never expected would cost money, things breaking that have never broken, or it could be health issues. I had health issues that arrived literally the first week of medical school, or even family problems. Learning how to quickly prioritize your day will save you so much time. So just be prepared that even if things start to seem like they're going wrong, it's going to be okay. Relationships can be tricky during medical school, but having those tough conversations early will save you a lot of time. If a relationship is draining, don't be afraid to stick up for yourself. This is your future, and you've worked really hard to get into medical school. Stay focused on your end goal. Also, make time for the people that make you happy, your loved ones. If that means squeezing in time to call while you're driving home from school, do it. My friends and family got into a rhythm of having longer conversations after exams or the week after exam week, and having short conversations as I was approaching my exams. This next tip, super important, especially in the world that we're currently living in with things being virtual. Make a schedule and try your best to stick to it. This is so vital to your success. You want to ensure, even if you are stuck at home, that you are not falling behind on material. Having a schedule will help you with time management. This way you can schedule things like traveling, events, and social activity. Please don't be afraid of change. You may have to adjust your study habits, and that's okay. You may even change the way you study from block to block or from subject to subject, and that's okay. I started off studying by typing my notes, and this became super time consuming, and I had to switch to OneNote. Don't be overwhelmed by all of the resources also, and give things a try and see what fits best for you. Even with the changes to step 1, be advised though that this is still everyone's favorite. In the description, I'm going to add not only the link to first aid on Amazon, but some other resources that people used. Again, don't get bogged down with resources. Look at the different ones, try them out, see which ones work best for you. Don't be ashamed to ask for help. In fact, ask for help sooner than later, especially if you've managed to meet some of the people in the year above you. They will give you the best advice because they literally just went through it. The M2s, the second year medical students, are your greatest asset. Find people who can answer your questions, and I promise you, this will make your life way easier. They will have the exact keys to success at your institution. The worst that someone can say to you is no. Also, don't be ashamed to ask for help in other ways. If you feel like you need therapy or you need someone to talk to or counseling, that's perfectly fine. Make time for your mental health. Burnout is a real thing, and it very well will happen. So be proactive and seek out those resources when you begin to feel overwhelmed. It's perfectly normal to feel anxiety. It's perfectly normal to have a breakdown here or there. This is a big step, and most of the people in medical school are perfectionists, and we want things to go perfect, and that doesn't always happen. This is the process, but what matters the most is that you don't give up and you stick to what you're doing and you work hard. Remember that you got accepted to your program for a reason. You are meant to be in your program. Okay, so these were just some baseline tips that I wish someone told me back when I started a year ago. And I wish you guys all the best this year. COVID or not, this is a huge accomplishment. Get into a rhythm, give it your all. You got this.